We are back. We're
10
set for
seconds
game
remaining.
2 of our semifinals here after Valve decided to,
5 seconds remaining.
well, I guess just let the suspense build on what was going to happen in this, because they decided they needed to
Dire
release a
team
patch.
pick.
And they said, you know what we need? These open qualifiers are
Radiant
not fair,
team
they're not
pick.
balanced, because Tiny cannot toss something to a rune. That is not fair. We need to emergency patch right now, because these open qualifiers are... What are we going to do? What are we going to do? But we've patched. We're ready to go. We had to wait for the game coordinator to be down for 10 minutes or whatever, then patch, and then everyone had to get into the
10
game.
seconds remaining.
But we're ready. We're ready to go now. According to
5
Frozen from
seconds
Enemy
remaining.
GG, they are they're ready to pick Tiny. He's been buffed significantly with this
Reserve
patch,
time.
and I wouldn't be surprised if they actually select him this game.
The undying way.
But
Radiant
on a more
team
serious note, first of all, guys, welcome. I'm Niz. If you missed game 1, we saw Elite Wolves take game 1 of the series in a pretty one-sided affair. Enemy GG, they didn't really stand a chance that game. It wasn't even close. It was not even close, as Elite Wolves put on an impressive performance as they're looking to win this game and win this best of 3 and move
10
into the grand
seconds
finals.
remaining.
Enemy GG, they've got 2 games to win. They're on the outside looking in.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, let's get into this draft, as we've got Beastmaster and Dazzle
Reserve
getting removed
time.
from Enemy GG. We talked a little bit about the drafting tendencies from
Dire
these two
team
teams
pick.
at the start of last game. But Dazzle, one of those big heroes that Elite Wolves have picked up. Elite Wolves then banning out the Abaddon and the Ursa, 2 heroes that Enemy GG has used quite a bit. But now we see the Undying making its way through the bans, and now we're finally going to see an Undying today, as he's going to get snagged by Elite Wolves, as he's been pretty much top tier ban every single game I think we've cast.
10
So,
seconds remaining.
We're actually going to see one this game, as he's going to get picked up in conjunction
5
with Queen of
seconds
Pain.
remaining.
Enemy GG, they've played a lot of Witch Doctor, as they're going to snag
Reserve
that with their
time.
first pick, and they're going to pick up a Slardar.
Dire team
So I'm
back.
not too sure how much they've played Slardar, but they're going to pick that up. And so we primarily see that being run in the off lane, but we have seen it once, I think, played in the safe lane in our qualifiers.
10 seconds remaining.
We move on to our second ban,
5
and this
seconds
is
remaining.
unfortunately where the majority of the time is spent, as this is where all the
Reserve
teams have
time.
been really using their reserve time and deciding what they want to remove. As this is typically with your first 2 picks, you're setting yourself up. You're seeing what's available, what you like, what gives you enough avenues going forward after those 2
Radiant
picks that you
team
feel
back.
comfortable with your strategies that are available to you. So you haven't really committed to a specific strategy. You may just say, okay, we want to play a specific way, but you're not hard committed to it yet. This is where you're really starting to hone in on that. What direction do you
10
want to go with
seconds
those 2
remaining.
picks? As you start putting in those bands, and then you pick
Dire
up your
team
third hero.
back.
That's where, I mean, it depends on the strategy. Sometimes you're still very open-ended after your 3rd pick, but the 4th pick, you're very committed to what you're going to be doing. As our 2 bans actually come out pretty quickly there, as Gyrocopter
10
gets removed by
seconds
Enemy
remaining.
GG, and Phantom Lancer gets removed by the Elite Wolves.
5 seconds
It's
remaining.
again surprising that Gyrocopter made it through the initial bans. We've seen him get banned out quite a bit, but he did get
Reserve
first
time.
picked last game by Elite Wolves. This time he makes it through the first set of picks and actually gets banned in the second round. A little
Radiant
surprising
team
there.
back.
But now Spirit Breaker getting banned out by Enemy GG. They don't want to have to go up against that more strong roaming potential that Elite Wolves showed last game. It's also here that you can definitely run with an
10
Undying on your team
seconds
as well.
remaining.
So they'll remove that. Now
5
it's
seconds remaining.
Elite Wolves, their final ban in the second round of bans, and then it's their pick. So they're going to ban out Terrorblade. Man, I
Radiant
forgot about that
team
hero.
pick.
We saw it get played a little bit the other day, but man, I forgot about
Dire
him.
team
Lone
pick.
Druid. It's been played a few times by Elite Wolves. We got to see one of those games, as Ewo's been playing that. The one game that we did get to see, we didn't really get to see Ewo do much. The other 4 players pretty much put him on his put him on their back and just kind of won the game. Not that Ewo played bad. I'm not trying to say Ewo played bad. He just... His team won before
10
he could do
seconds
much.
remaining.
That's it. It's not about his performance per se. He was
5
ready. He was a
seconds
supporting cast in case they decided to screw up. But maybe we might see Ewo
Reserve time.
have a little bit of a performance this game. I think at one point there was like, I was going over the supports. The Dazzle was like 2-0-12. I think the Witch Doctor was 3-0-12. And Ewo was 3-1-3 or something on the Lone Druid. And everyone had records like that except for Ewo, who was at 3-1-3. But, there was a lot of kills in that game, and they were almost all on the side of Elite Wolves. But enemy GG. Come on, make a pick here. Like, give us something to talk about. I guess we could talk about Lone Druid all day, but maybe we can't. That's Lone Druid with his entangles. How annoying is that? Oh my goodness. We saw Frozen get some really good bash procs last game, but wasn't enough for his team. But they got their first kill of the game on Smash in the top lane because of a lucky bash proc. I think that was their first kill. No, they got their first kill at the top rune. It was their first kill outside of the battle for runes.
Life Stealer.
Radiant team pick.
Life Stealer. Wow. Wow. I've seen Banana Slam Jamma play this. I have seen him play this. This might have been the start of 686. It was in the Semi-Pro Cup series that I believe he played it with a stack. It wasn't this team. It might have been. It might have been this team. I don't remember, but I remember him playing it. I don't exactly remember what they did with it, but I do remember them playing with it. I think they even went aggro with it.
10 seconds remaining.
But Elite Wolves pick up a Vengeful Spirit.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
You know, we've seen Elite Wolves 5th ban Viper many times. I think this time around it might be enemy GG 5th banning it. Because it seems like it would be a decent pick for Elite Wolves. Mirana's going to get banned out.
Dire team ban.
Mirana, they're banning out the Mirana because the roaming Mirana is actually quite effective with an Ember Spirit in the mid lane. If Ember Spirit's able to, basically the Mirana throws the arrow and then Ember Spirit just chains you in place. We saw Team Freedom do that a couple days ago with Fun on that.
5 seconds
They
remaining.
had really good coordination there, and the Ember Spirit just pretty much guaranteed that the arrow was going to land. It was a really good play. Enemy GG, they like I said, they be playing a lot of Ogre, but we still haven't seen them pick it. This time they're actually going to ban it out. So I wonder if the Viper's a viable option here. I really wonder. What they did when they played the Lone Druid earlier is they actually ran it safe lane. But
10
the Lone
seconds
Druid was
remaining.
effectively in a tri lane as well. So it was kind of like a defensive
5
tri
seconds
lane
remaining.
with the Lone Druid. I forget what they had mid, but then they created a 1v1 lane in the
Dire
bottom
team pick.
with Van on the Timbersaw. But now they're going to pick up a Bat Rider, so they might actually... I like the Bat Rider. He's a hero that's going to be able to do something to the Lifestealer when he's raged. Obviously, you can swap him as well. You've got Entangle. I don't think Lifestealer's a very good pick for them, but I know they like playing it, so they obviously know better than me.
10
I'm not
seconds
going to
remaining.
pretend to be a Lifestealer expert.
5
But
seconds
Elite Wolves definitely
remaining.
have some tools to deal with it. And on top of that, they've got 3 right-clicking cores that don't do
10
terribly well
seconds
against an
remaining.
Undying. As Witch Doctor is
5
going to be
seconds
the only one who's going to be able to right-click. There we go. They pick up a Skywrath Mage. So that's another ranged hero that's going to be able to right-click down tombstones, which is going to be pretty important for some of the earlier fights. Here we go. We're hopping into the game, and immediately we've got to pause, because that's what we do. as Frozen unfortunately pauses and then disconnects. So obviously getting a slight little bug there. But a quick restart, and we hope it's going to be quick. We'll solve. We're just checking some of my caster messages there, but making sure everything's going all right with the tournament on the other end. But looks like Frozen has just reconnected, so we should be set to go. Surprisingly, we haven't seen a bunch of pings or anything like that, which we saw last game coming out from Elite Wolves. They are pretty sure on what they want to be doing for the early game. And as I say that, here come the pings. Just one. Two. Elite Wolves are ready. What about enemy? There we go. So here we go. Let's get started. We're in game 2 of this best of 3 between Elite Wolves and enemy GG. The winner. Well, I guess I shouldn't say the winner. The winner of the series gets a trip to the grand finals of these America's Open qualifiers, the second iteration of it. We've already saw Elite Wolves unfortunately lose in the finals to Team Freedom, who took the first ticket to the main qualifiers to represent America. But let's introduce our teams and our players here. So we've got the Elite Wolves on our Radiant side here. We've got Sia playing the Undying. We've got Masoku on the Vengeful Spirit. Van's going to be playing the Queen of Pain. Smash is going to be on the Bat Rider. Ewo is going to be playing the Lone Druid. I'm actually really excited to see Smash play this Bat Rider. Haven't seen him play Bat Rider yet. Bat Rider is one of the heroes I really like. We've got Enemy or Enemy GG on the Dire side here. We got BSJ, Banana Slam Jamma. He's going to be playing the Lifestealer. We've got Loom playing the Witch Doctor. And maybe some action on the bottom. We've got Sovereign playing the Slardar. Frozen's going to be on the Skywrath Mage. And Slayer's going to be on the Ember Spirit. The horn's going to sound, and that means we're about ready to start this game.
The battle begins.
We've got a battle here for the bottom rune. The bear wanted it, but it's not going to get it. It's going to get stunned up. Slayer's going to get it. So the Ember Spirit getting that bounty rune, and Van on the Queen of Pain going to get the other bounty rune. So both mid laners getting the bounty runes. As each team gets to their lanes, as we'll quickly see where everyone's going. We've got a Bat Rider and even the Undying going up top to accompany Smash on that Bat Rider in the top lane. They're going to be going up against a Lifestealer and Witch Doctor. I really don't see how that lane's going to do against a Bat Rider. But we've got Queen of Pain and Vengeful Spirit in the mid lane going up against the Ember Spirit and the Skywrath Mage. Once again, we kind of expect those two support heroes to rotate away from there. Ewo is now left in a 1v1 against Sovereign. Sovereign trying to go after the bear. Will he be able to get it? A little bit of mismicro there from Ewo. Never mind, he was just baiting him. That was he'll resummon the bears. It was just about to die from one more auto attack from Sovereign. We got action in the mid lane. Is Frozen taking some damage, but he'll be okay. Van actually taking the worst end of that. Sia's going to get stunned up here as the cask. Will it bounce back to him? No. A Smash and Sia are going to try to go on BSJ here, just doing a little bit of damage. I don't really see anyone potentially dying here. We do have a Skywrath Mage dying to neutral creeps, but I believe that was intentional to take the faster trip back to the fountain to get the regen up. Smash now trying to take this stacked easy camp, and Sia is even going to drop the tombstone. They really want this gold from the stack camp. And Loom's going to try to come in and contest, but he really can't. Instead, all this gold is going to go the way of the Elite Wolves. And we even have First Blood in the bottom lane as Ewo and Masoku managed to get a kill on, on the Slardar in the off lane. Fortunately, I missed that on the camera for you guys. Feel free to spam T-Tours in chat. We've got Smash getting slowed up here. The open wounds from BSJ has slowed him down. Loom's already thrown his cask. Will they have enough damage to bring down this Batrider? No. 180 HP left. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, we've got to dive past the towers. Frozen's in trouble. Will he go down? The answer is yes. Misoku had that haste rune, and that's going to allow him to get those final attacks. And Sovereign's actually just barely going to get the crush onto both heroes. I didn't think that was going to reach onto Iwo, but it did. But either way, Sovereign had to back away. He's taken way too many points of damage there. Needs to play a little bit more responsible there as they back away. And I'm missing a kill in the top lane, as BSJ is going to get a kill on the Smash. I don't know how that happened, but maybe Smash playing a little bit too aggressive there in the top lane and getting punished for it, because I don't really see how that lane can go on without him really overextending. His open wounds basically has no range, like at all. Like, look at it. It's really, really low. So for him to be able to lead with an open wounds onto Batrider, obviously Smash had to really step up there. Unless even if they led with a cask, still it's even difficult after a cask for the Nakes to get up close enough. Okay, he's just going to get harassed a little bit in the mid lane. His Slayer's taken a little bit of damage, but his bottle's just arrived. So that's going to get him back up and healthy and ready to fight. As Van's actually our leader in terms of CS. He's at 22-5 right now. Next is actually basically our two safe laners almost tied. 18-2 for Banana Slam Jam on the Lifestealer. Then it's Ewo at 17-0. But Sovereign is about to go down here. We just saw Misoku go down, but yes, the Slayer will go down, so it's a kill going either way. And that's got to be advantage for the Elite Wolves because they get the kill on that offlaner. And Frozen, he might be in trouble here as the Bear's going to keep attacking. Evo, will he get another attack off? No, apparently not. Frozen, come on. There we go. Finally, we're going to have an entangle. Because that didn't seem like a lone druid player until finally he got that much needed entangle. He was just playing with the system there. As Ewo is in trouble. Sovereign's TP'd back after his respawn, and he's just going to try to chase down this lone druid. We've got kills going on in other lanes. As Ewo even gets the kill onto the Witch Doctor. I don't know how that happened, but Sovereign now in trouble. I think that was the creep wave that did the brunt of the damage. But now Sovereign is going to go down to about 200 HP. This game has been ridiculous with the number of kills all over the place. We only have 8 kills in 5 minutes. It's not that ridiculous, but they've been happening all over the place and kind of unpredictable. Our Slayer now will TP back to the mid lane as Van is in trouble, but will just barely be able to blink away. Misoku, I don't know how he got here, but he's on the other side of Sovereign here. They might look to dive here as the wave is pushing, and yes, this Slardar is in trouble. The Bear's on low HP, but they will lead with the stun, but they don't know Loom's coming in from behind, but he's going to be a little bit too late as the Slardar does go down. As now the Bear's going to try to get an entangle. It's not going to happen. The tower will get the last hit on the Bear, so the Bear goes down. Ewell will just resummon it immediately, though. More importantly, Loom not getting the last hit there for the extra gold. Smash just trying to contest, and this is, ooh, BSJ almost getting the kill on a Smash there, doing a lot of damage that I don't think he was expecting. But this is the problem when you rotate so many heroes away from your safe lane. I really think the Lifestealer is going to struggle here, and he's not going to be able to maintain his CS. Right now it's going great. 42-5 CS, he's number 1. Number 2 is Van at 35-7 in the mid lane on the Queen of Pain. But you look at the two safe laners, and Ewo, yeah, he's been a part of some kills. He's at 4-0-2. I guess that isn't some kills. That's a lot of kills at this point in the game. But he's only managed 27 CS. Now Slayer and Frozen going to come up onto the high ground here. Van's already kind of on low HP, but he's just kind of being greedy. He does have an ult up in 3 seconds, and he's also got a regen rune bottled. So just kind of playing around with his HP there. Now he's going to smoke up with Misoku. Or they're going to look for a kill. Is it just going to be on the mid lane? Have used that regen, and yeah, Frozen's in trouble here. They're going to lead on him. It's just so much damage. Immediately he goes down. Now Slayer will jump forward. He wants a return kill on the Vengeful Spirit. Won't be able to find it. Loom is also there to try to help him out, but both of them are going to have to back away. As Sia TP's on in, gets the soul rip off, giving Masoku a little bit more HP. But they're not really going to dive. Speaking of diving, we got diving in the bottom lane. Smash, he's flown in from the side. He's going to lead with the lasso off onto Sovereign, as they're just going to be able to right-click him down and collect a tier 1 tower soon thereafter. Glyph will get used to delay them slightly, but that tier 1 tower is as good as dead, and Evo will get the last hit. BSJ doing a little bit of pushing in the top lane. He's got his armlet recipe, so he's actually almost got that completed. That's going to be the item pickup for him. Van's going to try to wait up here for the 8-minute rune. He's going to get silenced by Frozen. But he should be fine to blink away as soon as that wears off, and indeed he does. Smash up to 1,500 gold. Almost has his blink dagger. Great start to the game for Smash. Despite dying in that top lane. Now Ewo has actually come up to the top lane. He's sitting at 1,500 gold, getting pretty close to actually picking up his relic. About halfway there. Well, not quite halfway, but getting there. But then we look at Sovereign and, oh, he doesn't have any gold. He doesn't have his Tranquils finished, and he's a long way out from having a Blink Dagger. Frozen's actually going to pick up that Arcane Rune, which was sitting there for a while. Van wants to keep going for the kill. And now he's going to have to back away, but here comes Smash, but Smash doesn't have any mana. So he's not the scariest bat in the world. Oh, Loom's going to get caught in an entangle. Sovereign's going to have to come in and slither and crush, but the bear just gets too many attacks off, and that's a dead Witch Doctor. Now they're going to go after Frozen, as Frozen's going to go down. Ewo's unstoppable. He just got a double kill, 6-0 and 3. He's been a part of 9 of his team's 11 kills. BSJ, he's run and gotten an Ancient Creep, so he's going to be inside the Ancient Black Dragon for a bit here. This Ancient Black Dragon actually helps Lifestealer, first of all, stay tanky and stay ungankable, but also allows him to farm the creep waves. And he's actually going to jump out of it immediately so that he can be a part of this kill onto Masoku. They did lose Loom to start things off. And Smash is going to get the lasso off onto Slayer, trying to bring him back, but not really too far. He's going to try to jump away, but not going to be able to. Van's going to get the kill onto him. But they're not done. They're going to keep going forward. Will they be able to cast Sovereign? No. Frozen's there, backing him up. But now BSJ. Oh no, he's off by himself. He's in the middle of all the Elite Wolves. But he's just going to stand there and man fight. Maybe this is going to work out for him, as he almost gets a kill on the Undying, but no. The Undying's able to get away. Smash doing some great body blocking there, as BSJ will eventually go down. He jumps into a creep, giving him a little bit more HP with the Infest. Tries to man fight again, but no. Van is there with the right clicks. And BSJ goes down 15-3 for Elite Wolves right now, as they once again are looking great to start things off here. We'll actually switch over to the net worth and see what that means for our game. We've got Ewo #1. Is that surprising? I don't think so. He's been a part of so many kills. He's a monster. 8-0 and 5. You know what? Maybe he heard me calling him out on on his low participation in the other game we saw with him on the Lone Druid. But this game, he's been all over the place. He's only not been a part of 2 kills for his team. That's unreal in a Lone Druid, 11 minutes in. But he's sitting at 6,700 net worth. We've got, he's actually dropped down to 1,000 gold. Has he already picked up his relic? No, he's actually gone for a Maelstrom. Okay, so not going for the Radiance build. Going for the attack speed. And I think that actually makes a little bit more sense with going up against a Lifestealer. More attack speed on the bear means more entangle procs, which is a good way to slow down and kite that Lifestealers. So Elite Wolves going to find another kill, as that Slardar didn't have a chance in hell of surviving there. But they're not done. Van going to blink forward. They're going to go after Loom. Will they be able to bring him down? One more attack. Yes, they will. Loom goes down. Sia's going to get the last hit there.
Top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower
as Van now moves pretty securely into 2nd place in terms of net worth. BSJ still just farming away. Got that armlet, but that's 5,000 net worth, but I don't know if it's enough. What else do they have? Sovereign actually is going to get a stun here on Masoku. They might be able to find an easy kill on the Vengeful Spirit. Masoku swaps BSJ, who is already in melee range. Doesn't really give him much distance there. But Masoku will go down there. So enemy gets their 4th kill of the game, but still a long shot away from Elite Wolves, sitting at 17. Well, they're going to try to go for Roche here. There isn't any vision
Dire's bottom tower
of them making this rotation, but I think it's pretty obvious based on you know, them not sticking around for mid after getting that kill there, backing away. The Ember showing mid here actually is probably going to give them a decent shot at disguising this, but yeah, the Bear just comes running on through, scouting out things. We'll even pick up a Hyperstone at the shop there. But is Elite Wolves going to be able to get there in time? They walk into Roche, they see Roche is down to about 1/3 HP, and they see enemy running out of the pit, so enemy is now in a really rough spot. They have to back away. They've got their lifesteal on very low HP. He's actually going to go all the way back to Fountain, and now this could just be an easy Roche for Elite Wolves. Because yeah, it will be. Enemy can't even contest this. Well, that kind of backfired for them. Ewo is going to get an Aegis. This BSJ is going to go back up to the top lane to farm, but I don't think Elite Wolves are going to let him. They're just going to keep pushing. We've seen them do this every single game. They have an alright laning phase, and then they just take over the map. Coming out of the laning phase, they take over the map and break down all your towers, and they don't lose any of their own. Like, Slayer's getting a little bit of split push damage in on the bottom tier 1, but they're losing a tier 2 while this is going on, and they're not able to even take a tier 1 tower. Elite Wolves are just moving very, very efficiently around the map, and they're getting towers on it. It's working so well against everyone we've seen them play against so far.
Dire's middle tower is under
and again,
attack.
14 minutes in, and they're attacking a tier 3 tower. It's just absolutely unreal. Glyph will come out from enemy, but are they even going to come back and defend here? Their lifesteal, I believe, is still on cooldown with his TP. In fact, he doesn't even have one right now because he TP'd up to the top lane. And then,
courier has been killed.
Insult to injury. Courier flies in. It gets right-clicked down by Ewo. Then, of course, he gets an entangle. BSJ's in trouble as he pops out of the infest. Smash, blinks on in, lasso's there. This BSJ still actually kind of healthy. He's down about half HP, but the Sonic Wave's going to come in, drop him down a little bit lower. But Armlet Toggle kind of keeping him alive. Is he going to be able to do anything? He's just man fighting, but he will go down. The Ember Spirit having to jump away. A Sovereign and Frozen not really able to contribute much to that team fight either.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You know, it goes back to the draft, and I was kind of questioning, is lifesteal even going to be the pick here? Elite Wolves already had a decent tool to deal with it in the Lone Druid. But then, of course, they pick up the Bat Rider. They don't ban out the Viper, so that was an option too. A Sovereign going to get knocked back by the Flame Blast. Great positioning of that from Smash. Slayer's going to get a nice Searing Chains off on 2 there, but he's going to go down. Van's actually going to TP out and go back and get a little bit more HP, but immediately more buybacks coming out this early in the game from enemy as they try not to desperately lose this game. As Slayer getting forced to buy back. BSJ will find a kill on Masoku once again. But that's it. They have to buy back to not lose their racks 15 minutes in, and on the back of that, they only get 1 pick off. It's just rough. Like, look at this gold graph. Oh my goodness. I don't think, like, that's perfect. That is a perfect graph indicating what's going on in this game. It was kind of close, and as the game goes on, it just gets steeper and steeper and steeper as Elite Wolves just kind of take over this game. Over 15k ahead in terms of gold. XP over the 10k mark, and now they're going to get a little bit more as they just grab BSJ, pull him up onto the high ground. They could leave him here if they want to. But no, they'll just slowly kill him. He'll be able to armlet toggle for a bit. But yeah, he'll go down there. So they do find a kill on him. 22-5 now. As Elite Wolves looking like they're in a pretty damn good position to make it to the grand finals here. I'm not sure what's going on in the other series. Not sure if Veggie Esports were able to come back in game 2. I know that they were quite behind in game 1, and I believe they GG'd out very early on. As things were just not going well for them in the early laning phase.
Dire's middle barracks are under
But
attack.
I'm not sure the result of Game 2, so I'm not sure if we already have a team waiting in the Grand Finals or not.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
But we are going to most likely have Elite Wolves getting to the finals here as they bring down
Dire's middle barracks
the mid
has
racks.
fallen.
So what do you do as enemy here? I don't know. I don't think there's an answer in all of Dota. As now we're going to have
bottom
more
tower
items
is
coming
under
out.
attack.
Mech gets completed by Undying. Smash. He's got an energy booster? Sure, why not? We also have an AC getting picked up by
Radiant's bottom tower
Ewo. So he's
is
got
under
more than
attack.
enough attack speed. Maelstrom AC. Got the Yules, now an Orchid completed by Van. That means Slayer's not really going to be able to do much because he's going to get silenced. And if it's not used on Slayer, then it's getting used on the Nakes, so that the Nakes isn't going to be able to do anything
Dire's
because
top
he's
tower
silenced.
is under attack.
I mean, they just don't have any items. They don't. Slayer's trying to go for a drums, and he doesn't have it yet. 18 minutes in, he just will get reclaimed. But Sovereign's got his Tranquil, sitting at 700 gold, but still pretty far away from getting that Blink Dagger. We got an Armlet and a Sange on the Lifestealer, so I believe he wants to probably build into an S&Y. Elite
Dire's
Wolves, they
bottom
just
tower is under attack.
continue to take towers. More gold.
Dire's
Smash.
bottom tower has fallen.
Keeps looking for a target. The Aether Lens was completed for him.
Dire's
It's making it a
bottom
little bit
tower
easier
is
for
under
him to
attack.
lasso when he blinks in. Masoku's actually going to swap Sovereign in, and they're just going to be able to right-click him down because, of course, they've got the entangles when they're needed. Sovereign will buy back into the game immediately. They need to right-click down this tombstone, but they're not going to be able to because Smash jumps on in, lassos the Slaughter, and it's a buyback or a dieback for Sovereign. As BSJ is actually,
Dire's
he's going to
bottom
pop
barracks
out of
is
that.
under attack.
Pop out of the ultimate, and then he's just dead. Just the right clicks are going to come out. The GG's get immediately called. And once again, just another very one-sided affair as Elite Wolves.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant
You know,
victory.
a lot of people were kind of surprised that they didn't get put into the main qualifier, as is. But yeah, they almost got in on the first. Open qualifier, but they got knocked down by Team Freedom, and now they're going to have a second chance as they're going to advance to our grand finals where we've got another best of 3. Take a quick look and see what's going on with our other game. I'm not sure if it's completed just yet, but we'll take a quick look here. I think it's probably in Game 3 as well, if it went to a Game 3. I have to reload Facet's page here. Yeah, looks like that series is still going on, so yeah, we've got that. I'm not sure if I know Toby was casting Veggie Esports. I'm not sure if he's stuck with it and he's still casting if he's going to keep casting from then on out, from there on out. And I think Mott's going to be back in as well, casting the grand finals. So I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to stick around for the grand finals. I'll let you guys know in chat. But yeah, I'm sure you guys can tell in terms of the excitement from my voice that my voice is already given out on me. It's really rough casting this many games in a day, and then of course doing it several days in a row. And on top of that, we've got several days of the main qualifiers ahead. But I would greatly appreciate it if you guys could hit me up with a follow on twitch.tv/NizCast, because this isn't my first time casting. I've been casting for a while, and any support and any follows or anyone just kind of coming back and saying hi, enjoying some of the casts is always greatly appreciated, as well as constructive feedback. Oh, I can't talk. See, I'm dead. That's it. It's over. No, but any kind of constructive I can't say it now. Feedback is always appreciated as well. I try to constantly get better as a caster. So if you've got any suggestions or anything like that, I'd love to hear them. So you can drop those in Twitch chat or hit me up on Twitter @NizCast. And I'd love to hear that. But that's going to be it for this game, and I'm going to throw it to music, and I'll let you guys know if I'm going to keep casting. I don't think I will, but I'll definitely find you guys a place where you can go and find those grand finals, so you can keep following Elite Wolves. But until then, I'm going to throw it to music, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys.